10 o'clock, we're going to go ahead and call to order the courthouse conference room. First thing on the agenda is Pledge of Allegiance.
Stand okay.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Oh, let's move to approval of agenda.
Make a motion to approve the agenda.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Approval of the minutes.
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries. Approval of claims for payment.
I'll make a motion to approve claims for payment.
Second that.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. City of Ackley engineer Lee Galentine requests for an in-kind donation of hauling materials. And let me just open it up to you, Lee.
Yeah, speaking with everybody, this may be a little bit premature on this. What it is there's a building on Main Street that they're seeking a grant from the DNR to demolish, and then they were going to use the building debris to do some creek bank armoring on Beaver Creek in the north part of town. The grant writer was looking to see if the counties would be interested in participating as far as hauling, that type of thing. And it sounds like we don't really need to know that until they find out if they get the grant or not. So,
Beaver Creek was north of town, you said?
yes, Beaver Creek's in Franklin County.
Okay.
So it would involve having county trucks loaded in Hardin County, driving, north into Franklin for about half a mile and unloading there.
It's one of the grants where you have to match a certain amount, and then that's going to be the cost of the match, is what I understood.
Well, there'll be a cash contribution above and beyond because the grant's capped out, I believe, at $50,000, and I think by the time they get the building demoed and the creek bank armored, you're looking like $400,000. So they're going to have to come up with a healthy sum on their own. But the grant writer just felt it'd be very beneficial if they could get other entities besides the city of Ackley, since it's directly in Ackley, on board. So, but at this point, it was preliminary for them to contact you, but I still came anyway.
Is that creek in a drainage district
No.
at all? It's not.
No, it's Natural Creek, and matter of fact, it's on floodplain. So,
When I got the email and was asked about it, I was the one that put it on the agenda and asked that someone be here because I didn't want them to be forced into a situation later, because my understanding was it was going to be on the grant application that there was going to be in-kind donation of this time.
yeah,
and
no,
hauling.
you were totally fine. It was
Okay.
just premature of them to contact you.
Okay.
So,
So,
Okay.
why, since they're improving Franklin County with this, why would they be asking for Hardin County to make the donation?
well, and Franklin County said the same thing. Well, why would we haul a building out of Hardin County into our county?
Because
You know what
they're
I'm
getting the
saying.
improvements.
Yeah, they're getting your point of view is they're getting the improvements.
And
Their
theirs
point of
is-
view is you're getting the improvements because you're getting rid of the derelict building. The grant writer just asked that the city contact the local government entities, see if there'd be any interest.
So if this grant goes through in the future, you'll be visiting us again then, just to see if we want to participate then?
Well, us or hopefully some like the city manager would be here, but
Yeah.
evidently the city clerk and city manager were both off today, so I got thrown into this role.
So you did.
Yeah, I'm one. So, at this point, it's probably more informational than any decision making. It doesn't require any commitment on your part. They won't know about the grant till mid to late May. So,
Okay. I think it'd be, a leap for me to take something out of a city and then take it to another county and have our county do the work. I think it's a good thing, don't get me wrong, but I think...
I'm not in disagreement with that. Let's put it that way.
Well, it kind of sets precedence too, and we have to watch that real close of how we set a precedence on what we do. So, I guess personally I would entertain any...
Agreed.
You can ask me anything, but those are the things I would have to get over.
I think that like I said, the supervisors in Franklin, just their general opinion is why should we haul something from Hardin into
Mhm.
Franklin, and I believe said something about secondary road, funds can only be used for secondary roads, we cannot legally do this. So
Yeah.
you guys might just be tied by the code anyway.
Yeah.
I think if it was a situation where we were improving a creek in Hardin
Hardin
County,
County.
Yeah.
then you
Consider
can
it.
justify that. It'd be no different than going and getting riprap somewhere.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And they made an error by saying that it's Hardin County going to Franklin County. It's Ackley going to Franklin County.
Well,
So it's not Hardin County.
Yeah, I mean, Ackley looks at it as Ackley going to Ackley, because it's all in city limits. But since
Yeah.
Ackley's split, you see what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Yeah, so like I said, at this point, it's just informational more than anything else.
Is that where that has to go, to that creek?
No, that's just where they'd like to send it. Because
Daryl,
that-
do we have anything close around there that's?
Well, I can check. I mean, if
Getting
there's
washed
something
out.
close around, I think you can justify that then, that we're stabilizing our
Right.
streams to help our roads,
Mm-hmm.
then that's acceptable.
Well, and part of the terms of the grant was it's 50,000, but you had to reuse, I think, 30% of the building material for something productive. So they looked internally within the town and said, oh, we can armor this creek bank, protect
Okay.
the cemetery. I think if they don't get the grant, the building will still come down, and they'll quickly be looking for anything they could do to save money.
Mhm.
So if they don't get the grant, we still might be talking to you guys or Daryl and say, hey, we got all this concrete blocks. It's a concrete block building.
Okay?
Do you guys have a use for it?
Yeah, 'cause they get real particular when you start putting things in a stream, as far as
Yeah.
what can and can't be.
Yeah, I know it doesn't have, I'm 90% sure it doesn't have any, won't have any exposed metal in it. But there's no guarantees it won't have plaster, hasn't been painted, something like that too.
But
Yeah.
what I understood is that the bad stuff,
Mhm.
they want you to haul that too.
Oh,
So it's not, I heard that the whole building is being hauled by the county.
I
So-
truthfully think at this point, they would take anything you'd be willing to give them.
Okay.
Because here's their choices. If the building needs to come down no matter what, whatever you don't provide, they have to pay for. So in my mind, my recommendation would be is if anybody's willing to offer something, we take it. If the county only wants to haul away the block, hey, that's fine. Have the contractor haul the rest away. You see what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Now, they may have asked for you to haul it all.
By the way, while you're there.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I think they'd be willing to accept whatever you'd be willing to do.
Okay.
It's not a, well, if you're not hauling all, we don't want you on site at all. I don't think that's the case. Because they're, just like you guys, they're hurting for budget too, so.
Mhm.
Well, Daryl, if you have
I-
anything in the area that needs to, the shores need to be shored up a little bit.
sure. Yeah, we can look.
It's nice to help them, but I hate to set a precedent. How many other buildings are gonna be tore down once we open that door?
Understood, every downtown's got them, that's for sure.
If we can use the material, not every building we could use material on. So, yeah, I mean, it's okay to I mean, I'm okay to listen to it, but I really don't wanna set a precedent if it doesn't benefit it.
Understood, and the nice
Or
thing
fit within
about
anything.
this building is, it is concrete block, it's not brick. So
So it makes some riprap somewhere.
hopefully it would, but obviously it's at the point where it's, you know, imminent threat or derelict, whatever you wanna call it, so I can't guarantee if you start with a concrete block this big, how big it's gonna be by the time you get in a truck and dump it back out. It
Yeah.
might be down to, yeah, so.
Hmm.
Anyhow, thanks for putting us on the agenda, and,
Okay, yeah, keep us in the loop and
yeah, we won't know anything till May.
sounds
All
good.
right, well, thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Thanks, Lee.
We can move to number 7, certification of cost allocation plan.
This is through DHS.
Department of Human Services, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Guess I don't have a whole lot to say on it. Anybody want
How
to
do,
make?
how do you want the motion to read on this one? Are we, are-
approving
motion
the
to
certification
certify
of
it,
cost
or-
allocation
Approving
plan.
the certification.
Approving the certification, okay. I will make that motion then.
I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Aye. Motion carries. Application for a Class B native wine permit, Pine Lake Produce LLC. We got an email on this earlier stating everything was in order.
And this is new.
Yeah.
That's what
it's-
I
Yeah.
read on this.
It's, and they're located just north of the Pine Lake area.
Between Steamboat,
Maybe, yeah,
between Tower Rock and
Exactly.
Pine Lake,
Yeah.
Upper Pine Lake.
Yeah, that's what I,
So another
Understand.
little industry or company starting out there.
I'll make a motion to approve the application for Class B native wine permit for Pine Lake Produce LLC.
I will second that.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion?
Good luck to them.
Other than that, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Utility permit, Secondary Roads Department.
No utility permits. We did have a motor grader blow an engine yesterday. So we're getting some information on that. That leaves us with 3 are out of service right now. The one's getting the transmission, that's under warranty. We're hoping to get them to be done tomorrow, and we have that Friday. So that would leave us with 1 spare, with the 2 just sitting there. We're not sure if we want to swap out engines or transmissions to try to make 1 good one. Spike's doing some checking on that today, so I should know more tomorrow.
Same, they're all the same models, those two.
No, they're 3 years apart. John Deere. One's a Series 2 and the other one's a CH, I believe. So he's doing some checking on that. He was working on Newt's truck this morning, just doing some minor maintenance. Our New Providence shed, the roof is leaking, and it has been, and I had Terry, he's been asking for some estimates. And we kind of visited about it. We think it might be just as easy to put metal on that roof, the whole roof, instead of trying to patch it, that area. Some of those shingles were starting to curl anyway. So we did get 1 estimate back right now, and it's at $12,025 plus $200 to have it
Is that
metal roof.
for them to put it on, or we put it on?
Them,
That's them put it on.
then put it on, all be done. It was one of those where I've been putting it off, a little bit, and they've been asking me, and we need to do something soon. But didn't know what the whole, big plan was, so.
Mhm.
Then on another note, the DNR's coming to talk about Upper Pine Lake next Thursday evening. And they have a nice big report and stuff. But really what it comes down to is we have a bridge, Pine Lake on the east side right here, where Pine Creek comes in. And if you look at their report and what they're gonna talk about, one of the major remediations is having a silt basin right there. And that's where I was talking about. That bridge is scheduled for 2017 for replacement. I believe it's 3 ton right now. Looking into the possibility of removing that structure and replacing it with a dam structure, and then the road going across it. Then that will act as your silt basin to stop that stuff from coming into Pine Lake. So, didn't know if anybody was interested in going. I'm gonna make sure I go. It's
That's Thursday night.
Thursday night at 6,
We're at
City Hall,
City Hall.
if I remember correctly here.
So you're thinking that we could work that together?
Well, I
Obtain
get
two
a lot of
goals at
answers
once?
back from that. I mean, I called the guy in here
Uh-huh.
and then you're getting that, well, yeah, we're state employees, but we work for the feds, and so you're not with the DNR. Well, no, and you can't tell the DNR what to do. Well, no.
Yeah.
And can we get money for this? Well, maybe. So I would try to get somebody in person and,
See if we couldn't actually work together on something?
right. And it might be something where, say, there's a cost above and beyond what it would take to put, say, the bridge in, and maybe they would pick that up because the DNR is getting the benefit.
Yeah.
Help out. So, just gonna explore it.
Yeah. That's good. You're,
We wouldn't have to put this dam in, right?
We wouldn't have to, no. We don't have to, no, just, we need a structure,
Mhm.
so.
So it benefits them if we do.
Mhm.
That's interesting.
I think, from the
No,
report.
I'm pretty sure it probably
That's kind of
would.
what I got a whole bunch here for you, Ron. As the former science teacher, I'm gonna look to you for a lot of this help,
I'll read through it.
so.
Sounds interesting.
Ron the science guy? Is that?
I don't know about that.
Is that a movie, or am I thinking of a different one?
I wish I had his money.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that was
Interesting.
just kind of for information to what we're looking at. And then we're gonna need to get together here. Wouldn't mind scheduling a work session where we can go over the 5-year plan, talk about things, you know, and then,
Starting those up in March.
yeah, soon, we should get going on it. You know, we did have that meeting with the Iowa Falls Development,
Mhm.
so there's a lot of things to talk about.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Anything else for us?
Well, I think that's it.
Any other business out there? Hearing none, I'll ask for an adjournment.
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
All right.
Aye. Motion carries. We're adjourned.